Hey everyone, I'm back and today we're going to be talking about Rocky 2, and this movie came out in 1979, I believe, and it takes place right after the first movie. It's a very direct sequel, and it's just about the story about a character named Rocky and his relationship with Adrian, and it just shows their lives as they progress further in their lives. And I really love this movie. I think I might like it more than the first movie, just a little bit, but I don't think it's perfect, with all that being said. The things that I really like about this movie are the performances. I love the characters. I love the fight at the end of the movie. I really enjoyed the progression of where these characters go. And there are definitely some standout moments to me that I really loved. There's lots of really great scenes in this movie. It's also pretty funny at the same time, but also dramatic at the same time. And those two tones never feel as though they're conflicting with one another. And it all comes along naturally. Like, if something's funny, it just comes across as genuinely funny. Like Rocky being asked, do you know how to drive or can you drive? And he never gives a yes or no answer. Like, that was pretty funny. I also really enjoyed how it was Rocky kind of being obsessed with having so much money and just like spending it without realizing that it doesn't last. He spends it like he has a hole in his pocket and to just keep spending and spending, and eventually he realizes, oh, I kind of need to constantly make money as well, and earning just a set amount of money isn't enough to carry you along throughout your entire life. And so he has to find a job, and that element is probably one of the strongest elements of the movie for me. I also really enjoyed the other characters. There's not a lot going on with those other characters. They're very simple and they have simple goals. And they're not written to be super complex. But I think that works for this movie because this movie has very simple goals, and I think it achieves them really well. And so not having a whole lot to these characters is acceptable for me because that's what it was aiming to do, and there's some more to the film than just simple characters doing simple things. And this movie does get good emotions out of me. And this is another film that I would love to revisit just because I enjoyed the experience so much. And I personally feel as though this movie does stand on its own, simply because that it doesn't really ask you to know certain things from the first movie all too much, except for a few things. But they do show like footage from the first movie at the beginning of this movie, so you understand everything that's going on, and you're not going to be confused as to why characters are certain ways. And it keeps everything simple, like I keep saying. As for issues that I have, the only things that stood out to me as distracting would be some of the editing choices that I didn't really like. And there were a lot of freeze frames in this movie that I found to be kind of distracting and just pulled me out of the movie. And there were some choices in terms of like how it was being shot, like it would go into slow-mo, and I get what they were going for, but I personally don't feel as though it communicated everything in the way I felt as though it could have, if that makes sense. But that's about all I have to say about Rocky 2. I love this movie. It's great. I think it's a slight improvement over the first movie. Possibly, I would need to rewatch the first movie again. But this one, as of right now, is my favorite. I really love this movie, and I would highly recommend that you check this movie out. And I'm going to give Rocky 2 a 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Rocky 2 down below. And my social media links, they will all be in the description down below, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation. And I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that's going to be for, one second, Gladiator, the middle one. I already did Braveheart, and I haven't done Hercules starring Dwayne Johnson. So look forward to that. But until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.